from education background. My first job was as a assistant professor in the engineering college. It was Golgottia's College of Engineering and Technology, which was affiliated to AKT University. And there I was working as an assistant professor in the electronics and instrumentation department. Then after working for 7.5 years over there, I took a sabbatical to change my career from education to the industrial field. And then during my work over there, I used to mentor my students, guide my students for in the final year projects. And then at that point of time, from like 2018 to 20, we were indulging ourselves in the projects related to the data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. So when I started working with my students into that field, I got more interest into this. Also, my head of the department over there saw this thing that I am well good in understanding the data and so on. So he pushed me towards this. And taking that forward, I thought let me take a sabbatical and try my best to learn about this in depth, have an in-depth knowledge for the data science and everything. Then I was searching a lot on the net, and I had gone through the syllabus and reviews of each and every kind of institutes or organizations that are providing such courses. So from there, I came across Insaid. And I found it very the promises that were given to me at that point of time, and the type of curriculum that was shown, and then the type of support that was shown at that time, I chose it over the others. Like the Great Learning also had, and the Udemy itself had contacted a lot more times. Then, but I chose Insaid at that time, and I would say that was one of the best decisions that I had made, because during whole my journey, it was never I never got disappointed with the team. And then after learning, after doing the 3 terms, I got my certification for Data Analyst, and then I started applying for jobs for the Data Analyst. The challenges I would say is, since I come from the purely educational background, and it is considered that the job of a teaching job, it is more of a theoretical than the practical implementation as in required for the industries. But so this was the first one, because I also used to think that whether I will be able to do the practically apply data science related programs and codings on the real time data or not. But so this was the first one, and the second I would say is to grasp the basics. It was a little bit, I had to give much more time, but then the instructors were very helpful. I am very happy that I came across with Mr. Dipesh Wadhwani, I'm so sorry. I came across Mr. Dipesh Wadhwani. He took our 3 terms. So it was good with him, because whenever we have some doubts, and the best was that he used to teach according to we teach in our class. We used to teach in our class, first the concept building and then the application. So the major problems that I would have faced were overcome at that point of time. Currently, I am doing the machine learning related terms. So I'm facing some issues basics and all, but yes, I'm trying to cope up and trying to study with the materials that have been provided. I would say that the accreditation related work that I am doing currently, as we all know that today it is a mandatory requirement by the UGC as well as the Ministry of Education, that each and every institution has to have the accreditation, as well as they have to take part in the rankings. Like we have heard of the NIRF rankings, that which college is ranked at what number. So in that, there are many metrics on which an institution or the higher educational institution is mapped to. We have so many metrics. If I would say to consider for the accreditation related to NAC, the National Accreditation Council. So they also have around 85 metrics, out of which only 32 are 32 are qualitative, and rest all are quantitative metrics. So we have to check each and every data related, whether it is related to the research that the institution is doing, or related to the number of students admitted versus number of students that were sanctioned to be that was sanctioned intake, or in comparison to that, then how many of the students have passed out, out of that successfully without any backs and everything. So these kinds of data we have to analyze, and in my current job, my work is to, I have, whenever such a data is coming to me, I have to give the prediction score that if this is the present scenario or the current status of the institution, which grading or what score it will able to achieve. So currently EDA is a lot of a part of for me, because whenever data comes from the colleges, from the universities, from the 3 universities that I'm handling, I have to do a lot of data cleaning into it, because naturally when they provide, each and every person writes in its own terms. Although we provide what is to be written in the column, what is to be filled, but still it is a human nature to put the values into according to their own convenience. So data cleaning is a huge part into it, and then after that I have to give the analysis that what is the current scenario. Like recently we have done 2 audits. One was related to the feedback that of the students, that what do they feel about each and every aspect of the institution, whether it is infrastructure or your student support or the student progression, that is the placements, and how is it working and helping them, and then how the department is helping them. So I curated those feedback forms, first of all, the questions what that should be appropriate to be asked, and then when the data came to me, I'm currently doing feedback analysis for that. And the second type of audit that we are conducting is related to the academic and administrative work at the college, at the university. So when that data would come, I would have to do the analysis on that also. And recently the other work that we have done is in this week only, on 5th of June, the NIRF ranking came for the 2023. So we had to predict what kind of there are so many metrics into it. There are around 16 parameters which have so many sub parameters into it, and I have to the work of my team was to predict the score, that what should be our value, so that we are able to enter into that rank band of top 100 universities in India. Actually, everybody knows that Amity, whenever we apply to Amity, we have to undergo a lot many rounds of interviews. They have around 6 stages of interviews, wherein first of all, that first interview was related to an introduction kind of a thing. And then the technical, then they asked about what do I know about the accreditation part. Since I had worked into the teaching field, and I used to prepare those kinds of files for my organization, so I knew what was related to math. And then in the technical part, I was asked about the both from the data science, that how would you apply or how would you help us in by the kind of knowledge that you have, how would you help us in our work in getting our accreditation done. And then some of the questions were what kind of contribution do you think you will be able to do, and why do you think that data analyst is important to be data analyst role is important in such a cell, like internal quality assurance cell of the university? Why such a role is important, that why we should include you in our team? So these were the kinds of interview questions I was asked. Then last interview, I would say that was related to, they asked me that how well it was all related to the teamwork and my behavioral skills and everything. It was related to that. So it was all related to how because I had shifted from the education to the a new role like a data analyst. So they wanted to ask that why are you applying over here, and how it would fit into our team. I would say that I got my full help from this organization only, because whether I should jump into this field or not, because when I was thinking about my transition to the industrial side, I first thought of going to purely industrial, like we in our department or in our field, related to the electronics engineering. IoT is one of the things wherein you can enter. If you know about that, you can enter into the automation industry as well. So, and I would say that I had a lot of contacts that would have helped me to enter the industry directly. I would not have to undergo any courses or anything else. But then I thought, let me give time for myself, because I was getting interested in data, in handling data and everything. And since, as I told, that my mentor, my guide, my head of department over there had already, like, he told me that you can enter into such field and you should go with something related to data. And he himself had done such a course during the pandemic time from the Great Learning itself, I think so. So I saw the kind of knowledge that he used to impart on me and tell me. I thought I should go into this field only. And then, as I told, that after searching a lot, I chose Insaid. I don't know why, but it came to me that I should apply over here only. There was some positivity. Yes, I had asked them a lot of questions, and yes, when I was very confused whether my education field kind of a person can enter into such a role or not, the Insaid team had like specially arranged a call for me for with their previous, I think, a person who had already done the courses from Insaid and had done a successful career transition into this field. They arranged a call for me with that person, and he also guided me a lot. So from there, I started getting confidence that yes, I can give my time. Initially, I had applied only for the 6 months program, that was the GCD program. Till that was still machine learning only. But by the time when I was doing my course during my term 2 or term 3, I think I had reached to my term 3 was going on. At that point of time, when I got a chance to upgrade my program, since I was very happy with all my journey with Insaid, I had directly requested them for the upgradation, and then I got into PGP. It was not my initial decision to go for such a long program with this organization, but now I am doing, and I would say my transition, my upgradation or my batch transfer, everything was very smooth. And they had helped me a lot. And the another thing I would like to highlight is I have disturbed Miss Neha Jan from the academics team a lot. Whenever I give her a call, she never gets offended or everything. She helps me each and every week. And the last thing I would say is that when I was requesting for batch transfer or anything else, after I joined this organization, Amity University, my head over there had told me that, do you know Tableau? And I told him that Tableau would be part of my program, but it has not been done yet. It is like I will be getting into that till right now. My term that is going on is related to machine learning, but after that it will be there. So when I contacted Insaid team, Mr. Himang, I requested him that I want to do my Tableau side by side, because my organization, my head needs me to like upgrade to that work, upgrade me with that skill. So they had arranged like the previous recordings for me, that I can do it on my self-paced program, and whenever the batch would start for the which would enter for the Tableau program, I would be doing that in live as well. So that is very commendable, I would say, with the Insaid that I'm going to support. My advice would be to don't hesitate and don't get this is a big term, but it doesn't have that kind of like difficulty in it if you are committed to the field. If you enjoy your working with if you have ever done work in the Excel and you enjoy doing work with the data, you will be able to learn. But yes, then it needs like continuous approach. You cannot do like I'll study for one day, 1 week, and then after 1.5 weeks or 1 week I'll do another session or something. One has to be regular. I took a sabbatical, so I had that kind of time that I could give like a daily 1 hour or 2 hours for me. But even if you are working, if somebody is working and doing this, like currently I'm working and I'm doing, I have to give like near about 45 to 1 hour 45 minutes to 1 hour for my brush up and everything, and do these sessions regularly. So you have to be regular with your concepts and everything. Otherwise, you will surely forget everything, because there is a lot of continuation into it. And then the second thing is all the concepts that we are learning. Although the most of the data is provided by the data sets are provided by the Insaid of their portal, but one has to explore their own skills by working on them and practically applying those things. So side by side, doing those analysis on their own and on one's own, and then you can showcase or not. They have the option. But then yes, regularity, and the second thing is the fundamentals. One has to understand the fundamentals of Python and statistics. These are the two things that one needs to do.